Hot as dick and it's hot. Let's talk some herbicides. For the Clearfield sunflower field, we're spraying IMOX and Grass Out. These are both for control of broadleafs and grasses and Clearfield sunflowers only for the IMOX. You can spray the Clethodim Grass Out on regular black oil Pronovic sunflowers, but because we have Clearfields, we can spray both of them. We're also going to mix in 2.5 pints per acre of NitroSurf. We'll look at that in just a minute. We got really good grass control this year, so I'm very pleased with how the pendimethalin worked, but we are going to need a little bit of Grass Out Clethodim to knock out the remaining grasses, but most of what I'm seeing in this field are broadleaf weeds. That's where your IMOX comes in. This is going to knock out about 99% of those broadleaf weeds, but you can only spray this on Clearfield sunflowers. IMOX is aquatically labeled. It's a lot cheaper than buying the Beyond herbicide or the Raptor herbicide, but it's the exact same active ingredient at the exact same percentage. The rate is 4 ounces per acre. We've got a 3/4 acre field, so we're putting in 3 ounces into a tank of about 30 gallons to spray out those sunflowers. The Clethodim or Grass Out max rate is 16 ounces per acre. So we're going to be putting out about 12 ounces on that 3/4 acre field, mixed in with about 2.25 pints of NitroSurf, and we should be able to knock out all the broadleafs and all the grasses. We're going to roll into the farm, start spraying sunflowers. The dew should have burned off by the time we start spraying. That's one key piece of this. The dew on the leaves of the sunflowers and corn actually will cause that product not to want to stick. It'll want to roll off. So let the dew burn off. Spraying 9:30, 10 o'clock is more ideal. Hey, I get you wet. So first up is the IMOX, and this is 4 ounces to the acre, 3/4 acre field, so we're going with 3 ounces. And this tip and pour is nice because you can measure it right here on the container. 2 and 3. And we're going to put this in about 30 gallons of solution to spray that 3/4 acre. Next up is the Grass Out, which is Clethodim. Max label rate is 16 ounces per acre. We got 3/4 of an acre, so we're going to put about 12 ounces. And these tip and pours are nice because you don't have to measure it. It's right there on the container. Sometimes I'll like cut some of this out. 12 ounces of Clethodim on 3/4 acre. Now we'll fill up the rest of the water, about 30 gallons of solution. We're ready to go spraying. The last thing we're mixing in is 2.25 pints of the NitroSurf. This is a nitrogen-based, non-ionic surfactant. Helps give the sunflowers a little bump of nitrogen, but mainly helps the product work better to kill those weeds. 2.5 pints of the NitroSurf. Got a lot of broadleafs in here. I think this is mostly thistle. So I'm gonna have to check the label and see if any of those pre-emergents are labeled for thistle. Hold on, I lost power. Light's not on. Hot as dick and it's hot. Sure did. It's not a terribly hard fix.
Do you have another one? Oh yeah.
Didn't look that much more. Got to fail. My 12-volt plug just burned up, so we got to go do a quick repair. But I'm going to be the first to admit, field is not on point. I've waited too late to spray because I was out of town. Deer and the rabbits are hammering this field. The seeding rate must have been a little light, so everything's working against me. Not our best field, but there's still a lot of sunflowers out here. I still think the post-emergent spraying will be fine. I don't think it's going to hurt the sunflowers. The grasses and the weeds are just really tall, so I don't know if it's going to be as effective. But working with what we got now, but I am not as impressed as I was with last year's field.
Where we're at?
It's a little bit rigged up. but it's gonna have to work. Little slight delay, but we're back at it. Had a connection burn up. Appreciate you guys joining us on this one, spraying post-emergent herbicides. And we still, unfortunately, have a deer problem. They've eaten out a lot of the corn, which I didn't know they did that, and they've certainly found gaps in the electric fence and jumped through it and ate out that whole back corner of the sunflower field. Dad's gonna add a few more rows, I think here in the next week or so, to help right now in the short term curb some of that activity. We've got heads starting to form on some of the sunflowers, but everything overall is doing okay. We're going to keep making the best of it. We'll be back out here in a couple weeks for an update, see on the herbicide results. But as always, thank you for watching. God bless and take care.